Hello, my dear students of ninth standard. I welcome you all to listen, learn, and understand the lesson atomic structure. Already we started. Now we are going to move to the next topic, atomic number, mass number. Before that, we have to recall, revise what we have learned. So, in the discovery of nucleus, Ford, a scientist from New Zealand, performance of a thin gold to form a small positively charged alpha particles. So alpha particles doubly charged helium, and he observed that most of the alpha particles through the gold foil without any deflection, and some alpha particles were deflected in small angles, and very few alpha particles completely bounced at 180 degree. Then from that he concluded atom contain large empty space. There is a positive charge at the center of the atom, that is called nucleus, and size of the nucleus is very small compared to the size of the atom. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in the circular orbits, which are called orbit shells or energy level. And atom as a whole is electrically neutral because the same number of proton and electron. Also, we have learned the Bohr's atom model, and the Bohr's atom model, electron revolve around the nucleus in stationary path. While revolving, electron neither loses nor gains energy. An electron in a shell can move to a higher or lower level by absorbing or releasing fixed amount of energy, and these shells or orbits are represented using the letters K, L, M, N, and also number is given, that is N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Then James Chadwick, who invented the neutron using beryllium, he bombarded the beryllium by alpha particles. He found that a neutral particle released, that is neutron, to the mass of proton, but there is no charge. It will not going to deflect when it is subjected to magnetic or electric field. So it is a particle of neutron. Then also we learned about the characteristics of fundamental particle. There are three fundamental particles of an atom: electron, proton, neutron. Electron is a negatively charged particle. Proton is positively charged particle. Neutron, neutral particle. These electrons revolve around the definite circular paths, which are called the orbits. Then nucleons. So proton and neutrons are collectively called as nucleons. Then now we are going to study about. So atomic number is nothing but that already have learned in 9th standard and 8th standard. That is the total number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. The total number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom, because each atom of an element possesses different number of proton, not same number of proton. Each atom of an element contain different number of proton. For example, hydrogen contain only one proton, and helium contain only two protons. Gold contain only 79 protons. So the number of protons in the nucleus which is going to decide which element it is, which atom of element it is. So that's why this number is very important, which is called the atomic number. So atomic number is nothing but the total number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. This is always represented using the symbol Z. So atomic number Z is equal to number of proton, that is also is equal to number of electron, because an atom is electrically neutral. Already we learned, sometime question will be asked, why an atom is electrically neutral? Because of the same number of protons and electron, because of the presence of same number of proton and electron. So in an atom, the number of proton is always equal to number of electron. That's why it is equal to electron, it's given. That's why atom is electrically neutral. So atomic number is the total number of proton, and also we can define in yet another form, that is the total number of electron revolve around the nucleus of an atom is also we can say like that, the atomic number. Then that symbol Z, which means Zoll, that is the number in German. So atom Zoll or atomic number, so that Z is given. Then protons alone do not make up all the mass. So the mass of the atom is completely concentrated at the center, that is the nucleus. So nucleus is a very important role for the mass of an atom. So not only proton, and also the presence of the neutral particle of neutron. So the sum of proton and neutron, they contribute total mass of an atom. Electron possess very negligible mass that can be neglected, but the proton and the neutron, they possess mass, and these proton and neutron only important particle for the mass of the atom. So the mass of electron is small and it can be ignored, and the proton and neutron have the same mass. The mass of particular atom depends on the total number of proton and neutron. So that's why we can say the atomic number is total number of proton or electron, but mass number is the sum of proton and neutron present in the nucleus of an atom. So mass number is the total number of protons and neutron present in the nucleus of an atom. Also we can write in a different form also, the sum of the total number of proton and neutron present in nucleus of an atom, or the sum of nucleons in the nucleus of an atom is also called mass number. The sum of nucleons are nothing but the collective particle present in the nucleus of an atom. What are the particle present in the nucleus of an atom? The nucleus of an atom constitute proton and neutron. That's why we can say the nucleons, the proton and neutron, they are the important particle for the mass of the atom. So this called the mass number. So mass number is equal to number of proton plus number of neutron. Mass number is equal to number of proton plus neutron, and a symbol A is used to, because it is recognized by ACS style, and M Massenzahl in German. So here, according to the given recommended ACS American chemistry system, it is given, say that is A is used. So nowadays see, we can represent the atomic number and mass number in the symbol of an element. So it is represented, the illustration is given in the example. See, X is nothing but X is an element. You have to consider, here the illustration is given, X is an element. In the place of X we can put hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. So X is an element. That A represent mass number, Z represent atomic number. So X is an element, and A, that is atomic number, is atomic number, that is Z, that is always written as subscript, and mass number, that is always written superscript. X is an element, Z is atomic number, A is mass number. So symbolically we can represent nitrogen, that is nitrogen, N is the symbol of an element, 7 is the atomic number, 14 is the mass number. 7 is the atomic number, 14 is the mass number. Similarly, we can write the activity. We can see that symbolically represent the following atoms using atomic number and mass number. Refer table 11.1. So not table 11.1, that is 11.2. That is wrongly given, 11.2. And carbon, what is the symbol of carbon? Carbon C. Carbon C. Its atomic number is 6. Mass number 12. So we have to write carbon 612. 6 as subscript, 12 as superscript. Then oxygen symbol O, atomic number 8, mass number 16. So O8, 16. Then silicon symbol Si, S capital, I small letter. Then atomic number 14, mass number 28. So silicon 14, 28. Beryllium, Be, B capital, E small letter, and atomic number 4, mass number 9. So Be49. So similarly we can write symbolically represent the atomic number, mass number for all the atoms of the element. So difference between the mass number of an element, atomic number of the element is going to be a neutron. So there is a simple formula to calculate the number of neutron from this symbolic representation. Neutron, number of neutron n is equal to A minus Z. Number of neutron n is equal to mass number minus atomic number. So for example, see the number of neutron in one atom of magnesium 1224. Magnesium is the Mg is the symbol of element, 12 is the atomic number, 24 is the mass number. So I will calculate, we have to subtract, that is the atomic number from mass number. 24 minus 12, that is equal to 12. So the number of neutron in the magnesium atom is 12. And see, you have to check yourself and see aluminium Al, atomic number 13, mass number 27. So what is the formula? N is equal to A minus Z. A is 27, Z is 13. So 27 minus 13 is equal to 14. That is the number of neutron in the aluminum atom. Then B, phosphorus, atomic number 15, mass number 31. Formula N is equal to A minus Z. 31 minus 15. So 31 minus 15, 16. That is the number of neutron. Then osmium, atomic number 76, mass number 190. So 190 minus 76 is going to be the number of neutron, 114. Then D, chromium, atomic number 24, mass number 54. So number of neutron, A minus Z, 54 minus 24. 54 minus 24. So N is equal to, neutron is equal to 30. Similarly, we can calculate. Then calculate the atomic number of an element whose mass number is 39 and number of neutron is 20. Also find the name of the element. So what is mass number? We already learned mass number is nothing but that is the sum of proton and neutron. Sum of proton. Proton is what? That is atomic number. So mass number is equal to atomic number plus number of neutron. So here mass number is given. So from the mass number we have to find out atomic number. So atomic number is equal to mass number minus neutron. That will be the total number of proton, 19. 39 minus 20, 19. That is the atomic number. That is the number of proton. That is the number of electron. So atomic number is nothing but that is equal to proton, that is equal to electron. So atomic number is equal to 19, proton is equal to 19, electron is equal to 19. So the which element possesses atomic number 19? Proton 19 means potassium, K. So the element is K. Then what is called electronic configuration? So electronic configuration is nothing but That is it is the simple way of representing the uh, arrangement of electron. So this is the representation of the arrangement of electron distributed among the orbital shell and subshell. So electronic configuration is the representation of the arrangement of electrons distributed among the orbital shells and subshells. We use subshells also for the distribution of electron. So also it is given, see, you already know that electrons occupy different energy level called orbits or shell. So third line, the distribution of electron in different shell is called electronic configuration. The distribution of electron in different shell is called electronic configuration. So this distribution of electron is governed by certain rule that is called Bohr-Bury rules of electronic configuration. Bohr-Bury rule of electronic configuration. So based on this rule only the electrons are distributed in the definite orbits, the definite energy level. So what is the formula? 2n square. 2n square. That is the n is nothing but that is the serial number of the shell. N is also called energy level. Energy level. So K shell energy level 1, L shell energy level 2, M shell energy level 3, N shell energy level 4. So in the formula we have to substitute 2 is equal to 1 square. That is 1 means energy level 1 according to the formula 2n square. 2 into 1 square 2. So 2 electron can be accommodated in the K shell. And 2 into 2 square 8. That 8 electron can be accommodated in the energy level 2, that is shell L. And third shell M shell, that is 2 into 3 square 18 electron, that is the maximum number of electron can be accommodated in the third energy level, that is M shell. And fourth shell 2 into 4 square, maximum of 32 electrons can be distributed in the fourth energy level, that is K shell. So we are going to fill the electron from the next shell to the nucleus from the K shell. First we have to fill the K shell, then move to the L shell, M shell, N shell, like that. We are moving from nearest shell to nucleus to the outermost shell using the formula 2n square. So the outermost shell normally of an atom cannot have more than 8 electron. Even if it has the capacity to have more electron, the remaining electrons will be settled or arranged in the next orbital, next energy level. So here it is given, see, what is the electronic configuration of aluminium? Atomic number of aluminium is 13. Atomic number of aluminium, that is Z equal to 13. So we have to distribute. K shell can have maximum 2 electron. L shell can have maximum 8 electron. The remaining 3 electron is arranged in the next shell, M shell. So there is a force between the proton and neutron in the nucleus are of special kind called Yukawa forces. The strong force is more powerful than gravity because this Yukawa force is a short range of force between the proton and neutron, between the nucleons. Nucleons means proton and neutron, that holds them together and suggests to arise from the exchange between the proton and neutron of a finite mass of particles. So this force is very important to keep the nucleus in stable condition, because only proton in the nucleus mean protons are positively charged. These protons are going to bombard with one another, and going to, because of this bombardment, what happens, see, the nucleus will not be stable. So the Yukawa force only going to maintain the stability of the nucleus by keeping proton and neutron with the finite mass of particle. And seeing also it is a geometrical representation of atomic structure. We can geometrically represent using the electron dot structure using the diagram. See, the first innermost diagram we have to give for nucleus, that going to hold proton and neutron, then K shell, then L shell, then M shell, like that. So first we have to write the representation of oxygen atom. Oxygen 816, and atomic number 8, mass number 16. I will calculate a neutron, formula A minus Z, 16 minus 8, that is equal to 8. So number of proton 8, number of electron 8, number of neutron 8. So inside the nucleus we have to mention, we have to represent the proton and neutron, 8 proton, 8 neutron. And configuration, there are only 8 electron. First shell can have 2 electron, second shell can have 6 electron, 2,6. So next shell of nucleus, that is K shell, can have 2 electron. Then next shell, L shell, can have the remaining 6 electron. We can put electron dot to represent the location of electron. So atoms are so tiny, their mass number cannot be expressed in grams. So atomic mass unit is used, but nowadays we use a new unit U, that is called the unified mass. The size of an atom can be measured in nanometer. That is 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meter. Even though atom is an invisible tiny particle, nowadays we use the devices like SIM, scanning electron microscope, to view the electron, the particle present in the atom. So next one, see valence electron, that we shall learn in the next class. So you have to go through up to this. What is atomic number? Atomic number is the total number of proton in the nucleus. Mass number is the sum of proton and neutron. And you should know how to represent the atomic number, mass number, and the symbol of an atom. And I will calculate number of neutron, A minus Z, that is the formula. Then electronic configuration, that is the arrangement of electron in a different atomic orbital. How will you distribute the electron using the formula 2n squared, Bohr-Bury rules, that electron can be distributed stepwise manner in the increasing order of energy from the K shell, then Lm, like that. So learn up to this. We will see the remaining portion next class, and don't waste the time. Prepare the first lesson for the test. Wish you all the best. God bless you.